Presenting David Howard Horton. There you are, sir.
Thank you. How y'all doing? Welcome.
How are things?
Doing good,
Yeah?
good. Yeah,
Good,
I've
good.
been having a lot of fun recently,
Yeah.
so I can't complain.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on getting engaged. I saw that recently.
Thank you. Yeah, my fiance's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you did it in makeup?
I did that in makeup. It was like I planned it the last second, that part of it, because I was going to do a whole different, because it was in my hometown of Huntsville, Alabama, and I wanted to do something special. And I had a different plan. I was like, oh, that's too macabre. I was going to do it at my mom's grave, and I was like, oh, that's a little weird.
Sure.
But I figured, one thing that Jada and I do at every convention, we always get a photo together, and we have like a wall in our house of all the photos and stuff like that. And I was like, well, might as well do it that way. And since Art does the fake proposal in the first film,
Right.
might as well do a real proposal like that.
Absolutely.
And I was lucky she said yes. So
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, I had some people online who were saying, I was like, is that the real Art the Clown that proposed to her? Like, well, I hope so.
It's a really good cosplay.
Awesome. Well, so Terrifier 4 is kind of being developed at the moment. How are
Yes.
things going with that? How's the building?
It's coming along. Damien's finishing up the script right now, so I wish I knew more about it. I recently found out myself, along with everybody else, that it's going to be set on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
So that's
cool.
going to be a blast to film.
I love that. Like each one after the first one, you have Halloween, you got Christmas, and
Yeah.
New Year's, so that you can break them out at any holiday.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have Arbor Day eventually. That's gonna be fun. It's just like it's just a bunch of trees. It's gonna be great.
Nice. Now, Damien, I've interviewed you a few times. I've always wanted to know what unnerved you as a kid. What was something that really kind of got under your skin?
It still gets me at times is the dark. I just don't like the dark.
Yeah.
I get skeeved out. Like I can't go down to a basement that's dark and stuff like that unless the lights are already on down there. No, I don't like dark voids. So I have to have all the doors closed in a room. I can't have like a door open to the hallway.
Yeah.
It still freaks me out. It's just because I always feel like there's something staring back at me, and it's just. I lived in a few like places back in New York City that were haunted too, so
No way.
I've seen things sometimes in that darkness, and I'm like, no. So it kind of skeeves me out.
Gotcha. How many haunted houses in New York?
A few. Two of the apartments I lived in had weird stuff happen. Like one of them was like basically a weekly thing, but she was friendly, so I called her Matilda. She would just like open and close doors or like move things. Like things would vanish and reappear like a few days later. It's just like you just get used to it after a while. She's not trying to do anything to harm you or anything like that. So it's like
Were you ever a fan of the occult? Like, would you go out to go to those kind of things and like bring the EMF reader, or did something just kind of happen and fell into place for you?
I always liked that kind of stuff. The fun thing was I didn't even believe in the paranormal until I went to college. In my college in Alabama was called University of Montevallo. It's apparently the most haunted part of the state. I think it's because like the epicenter of the state is like the very center of Alabama is there on that campus. Yeah. And so a lot of weird stuff would happen there all the time. And I'm like, oh yeah. So after that, I was like, it's kind of cool. So I've gotten to go to a few places, do some investigations. I got to go to like Waverly Hills Sanatorium a few years ago when I was at a convention there and got a cool tour of the place and saw some weird things.
I was gonna say, did you actually see some stuff?
I saw some things, felt some things, heard some things. It was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creepy.
Yeah, it's cool though. It's because nothing there was trying to harm you. So I was like, they're just curious.
Okay. Going back to the Terrifier films, I was curious, was there any of the set pieces or effects or kills, I should say, that really unnerved you, that made you have to step back and go, I can't?
Yeah, it's not really like I can't, like it unnerved me. It just grossed me out, and that was in part 3 with the Aunt Jess kill with the rats going down the throat because she throws up during it, and I don't like throw up. Like I can't handle puke at all. It's just the sound of the smell, any of that. I'm just like, no.
Right.
And Damien knew that when he wrote the scene, so I know he deliberately put that in there just to gross me out and mess with me. And on set, they're just having way too much fun with me with that too, because I knew they were like, okay, can we finally break Dave?
Yeah.
And they almost did, but my makeup artist Heather was on the side, just like, don't you dare. We only have one mask for the day, and I am not cleaning you up.
Sure, yeah.
So, no, don't you dare puke. So I'm just the whole entire time.
Yeah.
It was not a fun day for me because they used this horrible smelling cream of mushroom soup to simulate the puke.
Oh, really?
And they put other stuff in it, too, that just make it chunkier and grosser. And it just, not a fun day.
No, not fun. Ugh. Have you gotten to the point yet where you can apply your own makeup?
No.
You let the professionals do it?
I let the professionals do it because I have horrible eye-hand coordination.
Yeah.
That's why I wear glasses. It's like, and I don't trust myself with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, especially when it comes to gluing things, because you only have one chance to really glue things down your face, and then it's just like, okay, well, this is where it's going to live. So I don't want to mess that up. I know it's even unnerving for the makeup artist to try to get it on there the correct way. And so I'm like, I'll let the pros do that. And they're paid very well to do that. So I'll let them do their job.
Absolutely. During October, Halloween Horror Nights happens over in Hollywood and Orlando.
Yeah.
And your Art the Clown was everywhere. Billboards,
Yeah.
T-shirts, everything.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Well, they walked you through some of the houses?
Yeah. I even got to they took Jada and I on a tour of the LA house while they were building it, because I took her out there to the park for her birthday, and we had some fun. And they're like, "You want to come see the house while it's being built?" I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah.
So we got to go through the house, and of course we went on opening night there in LA, and then we went closing night in Orlando. So I got to go through the houses that way too, and it was fun. I'm a scaredy pants too, so I'm like, it's I'm when I go through haunted houses, I am a puncher. And I'm so afraid of like punching one of these poor scare actors. So like I'm going through and I have my hands on Jada's shoulders the whole entire time. So it was like, okay, I don't want to punch anybody. I don't want to be on TMZ or something like that, knocking out a scare actor. It's like Art the Clown punches out Art the Clown. I was like, oh no. And then I did get scared in the Terrifier house, and it was ironic too because it was Sienna coming out that scared me.
Nice, yeah.
Because I got distracted by Art pouring salt on the victim. I'm like, oh, that's great. And Sienna just busts out. I'm like, ah! I'm like, of course it's you.
Right. Again, did you take the gory path?
Oh, of course.
You have to,
Of course. Had to take the wet path. I'm like, anybody that took the dry path, like, what is wrong with you?
Right,
You got to have some fun with this. If you're going to go through it, experience it the way it's meant to go, like, be experienced. And
Absolutely.
yeah, and I definitely got a lot of gore in the face. Like, there's one room where they had Art putting a victim going through a saw blade on a table, and I walk in the room and just went splat right in my face. Like, had my mouth open, too. I was like, I was like, great. Of course, that's how my life goes.
Sure. I'd imagine, though, that the Arts are probably so stoked that they scared Art.
Yeah, I think so. They did a great job, too. I was so proud of my babies.
Yeah.
It's like, I got to meet some of them beforehand in Los Angeles. They came to see me at a con, and they asked for some tips and everything. And so that was cool. And I got to, interact with them both at both parks, which was a lot of fun for me, especially the one in Orlando, because he was at the DJ booth, and I went out there and started dancing, and he came down and interacted with Amelie and I, and that was really cool. And I was able to just pull him aside and just tell him he was doing a great job, doing me proud and all that. And he almost broke character, but he didn't. So I was like, okay, good.
He knows.
Yeah. So that was an epic moment for me in my life, I would say, because of course I went to Universal as a kid because I had cousins that lived in Winter Haven, Florida, so I used to go down there and visit a lot. And to see your face all over that park is a surreal experience, and I felt so grateful for that. So
I rode Jaws and King Kong here now.
Yeah, it's crazy, and we won for the best house at both parks, which was really cool too. So, and I understand Art was very, 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 very popular throughout the park with him interacting with everybody. And I know people want him back, so we'll see what happens.
Something tells me it's not the last we've seen of Art.
I'm hoping not.
Well, let's talk about the Dead Place.
Yes.
You actually get to do some acting chops.
I actually get to talk for once in a movie, which hopefully goes okay.
Yeah. How was that experience?
That was fun. I did that 3 years ago, so it's hard to remember a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just did it, just for fun, because it's just a low-budget film and stuff like that. But we had a lot of fun filming it, so hopefully I believe it's coming out soon, so hopefully people enjoy it.
Yeah, cool. And then the mean one, you got to do
Yeah.
the little Grinch, which is a throwback to you actually got to do the Grinch earlier on, right?
I did. I toured with How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the musical, for like 5 years. I actually came here to Oklahoma City with it back in, I think, 2014 or 2013.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I had a lot of fun. I was the understudy for the Grinch in that. Our Grinch was Stephen Carl, who played Robbie Rotten in Lazy Town.
Oh,
And so being his understudy for all those years was like a master's class in physical comedy, and I put a lot of what I learned from him into art when I got cast as art. So that was cool, being able to go full circle and go back to play that character again in a different way.
Oh, for sure. The killer version.
Oh, yeah, as it should be.
What would you say is the craziest Terrifier merch that you've seen, either fan-made or official?
That's... there's a bikini.
What?
I don't think it's an official one, but there's a Terrifier bikini, which is interesting. For me, I love seeing all the action figures, and the Funko Pops really made me very excited because I love Funko Pops. I think that's such a cool thing. And fortunately, I know they're never going to make a Lego set out of it because I'm a big Lego maniac. So I'm like, but they don't do horror characters, but people have made their own, and I've gotten several Art the Clown Lego figures, which makes me very, very happy.
Nice. I know you're a very animated guy, and you take on animated roles. I see you're wearing Roger Rabbit.
Yes,
now.
that's my favorite movie of all time.
It's the best. I was going to say, what is your favorite animated series or cartoon?
Oh, boy, that's hard. Oh, I mean, like animated series, I separate that from anime. So animated series-wise, it's a toss-up between Batman the Animated Series and Animaniacs, because I think they were both just fantastic. Both Warner Brothers animation. Warner Brothers is just
perfect.
Chef's kiss, when it comes to animation especially. And then anime-wise, I'm a big One Piece fan. So
One Piece is great.
Yeah.
Are you caught up?
I'm getting caught up. I'm right there in the Egghead arc right now,
okay.
at the end of everything going on right now. So I'm like, oh boy, I know Elbaf is coming next. So I'm just like,
I'd imagine you watch the live action series.
Oh, of course. I've been trying to get my fiance into it too. So I think I've started to get her a little hooked on Chopper's story arc because she loves cute things, and so I'm like, oh, you got to see Chopper's arc.
And you can't deny Chopper.
Chopper's adorable. And Michaela did such a great job taking on the character. So I was like, oh, it made me so happy to see like how the live action series has been so faithful to like the animated series and the manga, but how they've been able to condense everything, like something that's like 80 episodes into 8 episodes. I don't know how they do that.
Yeah.
That's a massive undertaking, but they've done such a great job.
Yeah, they got Oda to sit there and
I know.
Watch over it, I guess.
Oh, I would love to be on that series myself one day. It's like I would love to be Caesar Clown eventually, but that's going to take a few years to get there.
Right. Yeah, totally. Do you have any plans for Halloween this year?
I believe I'll probably be on the road, or I might be filming Terrifier 4 at that point. So I have no idea. So we'll see.
You're not kicking your feet back and just eating candy.
No. Unfortunately, I don't think Damien wants me to do that because
right. You gotta stay fit and trim.
Yeah, he's like, David, stop eating. I'm like, but there's the food. It's so good.
Yeah. Did you have any influences growing up?
Oh gosh, yeah, so many. I mean, especially with comedy, my parents and grandparents gave me such a great education in comedy. I especially love great physical comedians, so I was watching like Marx Brothers movies and Three Stooges, Charlie Chaplin. Then my aunt gifted me a box set of Mr. Bean movies when I was younger, and I was just obsessed with those. And it's weird. I've used all that to cultivate art in a lot of ways. So it's been a cool thing there. I was always just a big comedy guy and big cartoon guy. So
I like that it's all big acting, slapstick. To use the room.
I love. Oh, that was my background. It was stage work. I did a lot of comedy on stage, and you're supposed to be big because you got to play to the back of the auditorium.
Yeah.
So That's one thing they always tell you when you do film work. You got to make everything much smaller because the camera picks up every little thing. But with art, it's been kind of nice. I can still be big with him because it works with that character.
Pull the camera back.
Yeah, let me have some fun.
Yeah. How have you been? Have you checking out the NECA figures that have been coming out? The Christmas art.
Yes. Yes, I am so excited about that. I guess I have to have all those too. I'm a big action figure guy too. So, and I saw another one they're going to be releasing, and it's basically got every single weapon Art has used throughout all the movies so far. I'm like, oh my god, that's going to be amazing.
It's an arsenal.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. I'm like, this is so cool because they're so detailed. So that was a big, one of my dreams growing up was to have my own action figure one day of the character I played, and it's gone past my expectations with that too. I was happy with the original action figures that came out, you know, and the NECA one. Like NECA is like the creme de la creme, basically.
It's almost like they see what all the other studios do, and they go, all right,
it's exciting. Yeah. It's so exciting
for sure. What advice would you give actors pursuing physical, demanding, or genre roles?
I would say just learn from the best and adapt and make it your own. That's what I did. Yeah. I was constantly analyzing everything like the great comedians did before me, and I'm always taking inspiration from those men and women that did so much amazing work back then, and just try to adapt it for myself and make it my own style. And that's what's been cool, especially with art, is like, you don't usually have a horror villain that's funny in that way with the physical comedy, and it's been a fun, experimentation type of work for me, because all the other characters I played before then was all with the voice, and I had to do this all with physicality. So it's been a fun challenge, and I have so much fun with it now.
Yeah, I would say the last one probably was Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger. That was kind of goofing and having fun.
Like Freddy and Chucky, pretty much.
Chucky,
yeah,
right, Chucky, man. Well, we can start taking questions right here at the mic.
So, David, I know that you really want to be the Joker in live action. I wanted to ask if you have a Joker voice impression.
Oh, you mean a little bit of Joker here? Is that what you like to hear? Would that put a smile on your face?
Thank you. Yeah, that is my dream role. Joker has been my favorite villain my whole entire life, and I've been so disappointed with so many of the live action versions of Joker, because I've been wanting to see the comic book brought to life, and I don't feel like anyone has truly done that. Heath Ledger kind of came close with it. And probably the closest was, Cesar Romero back in the day.
Yes.
But because he was especially close to that comic book version of him back then was very campy.
Yes.
Because of the comic codes and stuff like that back then. But I've really wanted to bring, especially the 80s, 90s dark, twisted version of the Joker to life. Oh yeah. But the type of Joker that is in a room full of babies and throws a baby to Commissioner Gordon's wife and then shoots her while she goes to catch it.
Yeah, God.
It's like that kind of Joker where he cuts off his face. It's just like but he's still funny, and I love that version of the character, and he's got some great philosophies about life and what makes people tick, and I would really love to truly explore that type of Joker and bring him to life. And I of course I do a lot of Hamilisms with my version, because I think Mark Hamill truly encapsulated the essence of that character with his voice.
Perfect, yeah.
And it was funny when I was a kid, because like I said, Batman the Animated Series was one of my favorite series. So when I heard his Joker, I went crazy, because that's what I would always hear in my head, even before then when I was reading the comic book. And I was like, that's my Joker. And so to me, Joker without some Hamilisms to the voice is like hearing Bugs Bunny without the Brooklyn accent. And it's like, you got to have a little bit of that essence of Hamill. Because when I've read scripts for Joker before, when I did anytime I've gotten, even just reading the comic book, but when I got the script for Joker's Wild, I tried it with different voices and just experimenting, but it just didn't seem to work the same way that Hamill's version of the character works, and that's why I just do a lot of Hamilisms with it, because it just works, and if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Right. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like no offense to Jared Leto, but like he just,
Well,
he just does his own voice. There's no real like fun for the role. You know?
plus that was just a horrible version of the character. That was just like with his whole thing with him being sad about Harley Quinn being away and stuff. Like, no, that is
Right.
not Joker at all. Joker would be like, who?
Right. Yeah. He's already forgotten.
It's like, no, I've moved on to the next thing. It's the only part of that movie where I was like, okay, that's Joker is when the car crashes in the water and he's left her in the car by herself.
Right. Yeah.
That's what Joker would do. But that was the only bit. I was like, nah, the rest of this crap.
Yeah.
It's like, what did you do here?
Your move, DC.
Yeah. Put me in, coach. I'm cheaper than Skarsgård.
My question was, what's your favorite scene that you filmed as Art the Clown?
Oh, good question. My favorite scene I've filmed so far has been the bar scene in part 3 with Santa Claus. I had so much fun with that scene. I love any scene where I get to really just mess with people in public and just toy with my, I say it, play with my food. Mm-hmm. and being able to do that scene with these actors that I've grown up watching my whole entire life in film and TV, like Clint Howard and Bradley Stryker and, of course, Danny Roebuck, was just the best. And Damien's one of these directors where he knows how to just let his actors play and cook.
Yeah.
And he's like, here, I have these lines, but you guys are pros. Feel free to play with the scene as much as you want to. And that's what we did for that whole entire week we were filming.
Yeah.
We were just playing and having fun, especially Danny and I when I'm torturing him. Danny was just throwing out just comic gold. And I was like, this is wonderful. He's just giving me so many things to play off of.
Yeah.
And it was just pure joy for me, and I just had a blast doing that. I wish we could have gone a little bit further with his kill, but we ran out of time. I was supposed to take coal and light it on fire and juggle it around like it's hot, and then I shove it into his eyeballs.
Oh my god!
But we just didn't have enough time for it. Was our last day, and so at least we got the carrot in the nose. I was happy because I was turning him into a snowman.
Right,
And I'm like, this is fantastic. And I was like. I just love that scene, and I'm hoping there's going to be more scenes like that in part 4 because I love stuff like that. That's my bread and butter.
Mm-hmm. I think there's something about fans, like because Roebuck is also a fan of the monsters and all the things that he's in, and you as well. Like you guys are nerds about this kind of stuff.
Yes.
So it comes through in the camera. You see it in your acting.
We just have fun, and that's what we were just constantly cracking. I'm like, oh my god, Clint Howard. He was just the lines he was coming up with. Like, I have a chimney. I'm like, oh my god, dude. We're just dying laughing the whole entire time. It's just like this is. I'm amazed we got anything accomplished because we're just constantly cracking up.
Mm-hmm. Deranged.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Hey, what is your favorite action figure they've made of you?
Oh boy, that's hard. But it's probably one of the NECA figures. I haven't got the new Santa figure that just released this week, but I think that's one so far is my favorite one aesthetically. I just think it's really cool that, especially the different sculpts they did of the facial expressions on that, and of course, just all of his toys. It's just, I love that. But I mean, everybody has done a great job with them. The Funkos are amazing. Even the Toonie Terrors. I was so excited about the Toonie Terrors. I was like, I love those.
The Trick or Treat Studios.
Yeah, Trick or Treat Studios. All that because that's what I loved about the first one of those we got. It was like they had the color changing art where he had the blood that would appear when it was in the cold, or you put cold water on him, because that goes back to my childhood with I had Hot Wheels cars back in the day where you could put them in cold or hot water and the colors changed on the car, and I thought that was, especially you could go through a car wash and it's like, oh look,
right, it's clean.
It's
now.
fun. It's awesome. So it's like I love that idea. I love that kind of innovation where they had the play features with those versions of the toy. So it's like they're all great in their own way. So it makes me very happy.
What's something that fans would love to know about you offset? that might surprise them?
Oh boy. Well, I have a really weird family history. It's just like my heritage is really crazy. I'm like my dad and aunt were very obsessive about genealogy, and they looked up the whole just the Thornton family tree. It goes all the way back to Charlemagne. Oh, wow. So we're descendants from all this royalty down throughout Europe, and then George Washington's my great uncle.
Yeah.
My great whatever grandfather was his older brother Augustine, and his daughter Jane married Colonel John Thornton, and he was part of the Revolutionary Army.
Yeah.
And at that time, Augustine had passed away, so George gave Jane away at the wedding, and so it's really weird because George and Martha never had children, so I'm basically the closest anybody can be to being descended of George Washington.
Wow.
Which is kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
I had also two of my ancestors sign the Declaration of Independence, Matthew Thornton and Richard Henry Lee, which is also the first family of Virginia, which is, I'm a big history nerd, so finding all this stuff out, like when I played, because I love the Assassin's Creed games.
Yes.
And when I played Valhalla, like two of my ancestors were main characters of the game, like William the Conqueror, who ends up being the big bad guy of the game, and also Rollo, who was he was the head of the Vikings, and I was like, oh my God, this. So it's like being able to play those games. Like this is my family history in a weird way, and this is kind of cool. But
that's crazy.
It's weird what you can find out when you start looking. It's just like, holy crap! And here I grew up in Huntsville, Alabama, so it's like, and I have a cousin that's the king of England right now. I'm like, this is weird. And it was really funny too. Like last year when I was in England, I met a cousin over there. His name's Oliver Thornton, and I'm like, Ray. He's like, oh yeah, but he had done the same family history research. I'm like, holy crap, you really are my cousin. Wow, this is really cool. So that's
crazy.
That's kind of cool. So yeah, that's fun facts.
Nice. Is there any projects that you want to talk about that are coming up soon?
Oh yes, I recently filmed a new movie called The Autopsy of Albert Kemper. Okay. And it's about a serial killer that gets killed, and they're doing an autopsy on him, and crazy stuff happens. I'm in it with Eric Stoltz and Alexander Shipp. Oh, neat. Which is really good. She was like Storm in some of the latest X-Men movies and stuff like that. So we had a lot of fun. I went through a lot of prosthetic work in that. I thought art was bad.
Oh, really?
No. It was Robert Kurtzman did the makeup effects for it. So he's one of the best in the business. And I went through on the days I was getting in prosthetics. It was a 6-hour process getting into full body prosthetics with 4 or 5 people helping. My fiance even had to help with the removal from time to time because that was a 2-hour removal. It was quite the process. Yeah. It made us get a little bit closer, I think, too. So
has there ever been a scare for you with prosthetics?
Gosh, I don't like contacts in my eyes, but I have to wear them a lot now, and that's always a big thing because I've always had a lot of issues with my eyes growing up, so that's always been a scare for me. Yeah. And I just kind of get weirded out that kind of stuff, and because I also wear prosthetic teeth a lot for art and some other characters too, and I've always been so afraid of getting hit in the mouth and that breaking or something. It's just those little scares. But like other than that, no real big scares. I can understand how it can get a little claustrophobic for some other people. I had an experience when we were doing my makeup for Screamboat, and I accidentally had one of my nostrils glued shut, and just that alone, I was like, oh God, and we had to like redo it and fix it, but so I could breathe again. But just that little while where I was having a hard time breathing in the costume, I was like, oh my God, I could get why some people get a little bit claustrophobic like that. So, but
are you good under whenever you're getting your cast done?
Oh
the 2 straws up the nose?
Yeah. It's like they're actually they've been fine tuning that process too. So like that's not a lot of fun though, because it gets very claustrophobic because you're just kind of sitting there for a little bit. But now they're doing 3D scanning, which is a lot better. Oh yeah, and it's a lot more detailed too. They can scan you down to the different parts of your eyeball. Oh, wow. Where's like your iris and everything like that, and you can get the textures, and it's crazy what they can do with those scanners now. Yeah.
Can I ask you about going back to Steamboat?
Mm-hmm.
What was it like getting approached for that role? Were you privy to the whole like Mickey being fully licensed that you can just do whatever you want with now?
Yeah, that's why my director Stephen Lamorte, he like wrote the script as well, and he knew Mickey that version of Mickey of Steamboat Willie was about to become public domain, and he wanted to jump on that before anybody else did because he had this idea for the film. And I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. This sounds like a lot of fun. Plus, that was like another full circle moment for me too, because like my first real leading role was playing Mickey in Mickey's Christmas Carol in my middle school production of that, and that's where I found my love of just making people laugh because I was bullied so much in my middle school, and I was doing that show, and things went wrong on the stage, and I started cracking jokes during it, and had everybody laughing, and I was like, oh, I love this feeling. I want to do more of this, and that's what really got me more into doing theater.
Yeah.
And it got me out of my shell in a lot of ways, and so it was fun having a full circle moment, being able to go back to that character, just like with the Grinch, and do something fun and creative with them. So yeah, that was a lot of fun for me.
Nice. Would you do any of the horror video games coming out? Halloween. I know they had the Friday the 13th game.
Oh yeah.
I know that they're always kind of putting in. I think Scout Taylor Compton did the character too, in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game.
Yeah, I know. My buddy Damien Maffei did that as well with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. I know those guys over there at Gun and stuff like that.
They're great.
They're really awesome dudes. And I mean, I would love to. I would absolutely love to. I mean, because I'm a big video game junkie myself. I had an Intellivision way back in the day, so I've been playing them my whole entire life. So I would absolutely love to have Art and some. I mean, he's already been in a few things. Fortnite,
Call of Duty, right?
Yeah, Call of Duty. My fiance plays me all the time and as me in Fortnite, and she's been kicking a lot of butt recently, coming in first and stuff like that. So I'm proud. She's doing me proud.
I heard they're adding Batman, so it might be Batman.
Oh God, that'd be awesome. I mean, I would love to be in Mortal Kombat one of these days as a DLC character. That would be epic. And I know a lot of people want Dead by Daylight.
Oh,
so
why hasn't that happened yet?
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But you never know. I mean, life's crazy. Even if it's not that, if it's not art, I would still love to do some video game. I'm especially like eventually getting in one of those Rockstar games, like especially like Red Dead Redemption or something like that. I would love that.
Yeah, well, it's funny because it kind of worked. Actors, I think Bill Moseley, who played Chop Top in Texas Chainsaw, they didn't add Chop Top, but they added a character for Bill Moseley to play.
Yeah.
So it's like they still, honor the legacy from the films.
Yeah,
and stuff,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So you never know. I mean, you look at Kane Hodder. He even did like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game too. Yeah. So it's like it's always possible. Robert Englund has done several games himself. and he even like voiced Scarecrow in what.
That was Arkham games?
No, not the Arkham games, but it was the fighting game by Injustice.
Injustice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah. So you never know.
That's true. Well, any more questions from the audience? David, thank you so much for coming out.
You're
here
very
today.
welcome.
Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Thank
David
you,
Howard
guys.
Horton, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, if you guys want to come up to the front of the stage, we'll get a shot of everybody.